Guruganeshabhyam Namaha. This happened at some place. There was a religious institution and a bar close to that. Well within permissible distance, so nothing could be done legally. But of course, it was still an eyesore. The religious place kept on requesting the owner of the bar to relocate it. He didn't listen. One day, the religious place decided that they will hold a public prayer so that a solution is reached. They held the prayer, praying to God that, please take this bar away from here. It is spoiling people. That night, the bar caught fire and was destroyed. The owner of the bar filed a case against the religious place, that it was because of the prayer that the bar caught fire and it was destroyed. He claimed compensation and criminal case against the administrators of the religious place. Ultimately, the religious place had to give an affidavit in the court that prayer cannot produce any effect. Prayer does not yield any result. There is no evidence that prayers can help. They had to come out of the situation. This is our confidence in God, in prayers. We may probably think that science must have already disproved the power of God, power of prayers, and settled the matter once for all. It is not so. Some studies say prayers are effective, some say they are not. But that's how scientific studies are. But very interestingly, an article that appeared in the Indian Journal of Psychiatry asked this question. Why would any divine entity be willing to submit to experiments that attempt to validate his existence? Why should God even cooperate with such experiments? Very valid question. Science is powerful and wonderful in determining the orbit of the earth, the speed of a bullet, the power of a new drug. But now we have asked science to study something that occurs outside of space and time. This shows you shouldn't try to prove the power of the supernatural. This is yet another observation and another scientific study. But as a society, as a community, what is it that we do when a crisis comes? Shut down God. Shut down temples and other religious places. Be it violence, be it threat of war, be it an epidemic. God for us is not part of essential commodities or services. God is time pass for us. The role of God is on par with malls and cinema halls. Even at a personal level, if your daily routine is disturbed, you're short of time, the first thing that you would skip is your puja, your prayer, your visit to the temple. In case a natural calamity happened, our rulers of the past immediately requested the priest to conduct shantis. When famine struck the Pandya kingdom of Tamil Nadu, the king rushed to the temple and prayed that a way be shown. Our scriptures have a whole lot of information about such pujas and prayers to be done. There was a wonderful initiative by one of the Shankara Maths during the COVID crisis, a mass chanting of Devi Stotra for relief from COVID pandemic online. They enrolled people who did this meticulously from their own homes, fully maintaining the rules of social distancing. We say Digital India, why can't we do this at every level? We are so innovative. Every school, every college went into online mode as soon as the lockdown was announced. Why can't we do this even for temples? The local temple where you go to, why can't we do a live streaming of the daily puja? It is not very complicated. From any mobile phone you can do it. Why are we not doing that? We completely stay away from God. This every temple can do. When you are boasting about Digital India, this is what we should be doing. There may be only 10 people coming to the temple every day. For them you can do it. It doesn't cost anything. If not live streaming, record and upload. Mahatma Gandhi said in 1921, we feel helpless because we have dismissed God from our common affairs. We have become atheists for all practical purposes. He was talking about the frequent attack of the Pashtun tribes in the northwest frontier. We have started to believe that only physical force can give us protection, not the divine power, which the British were making us believe. We are your protectors. If we are not there, then you are finished. Even today, this is what we are doing. This is where we are taking our future generation. Our daily life has already become a series of acts in negation of God, the divine power, the divine will. There is only one solution to this. Dedicate more time of the children in divine activities. It is obvious. If you keep on watching TV news channels throughout the day, that is what would occupy your mind. That is what you would speak about. If you keep on watching movies throughout the day, that is what your mind will be filled with. Same is the case with divine thoughts. consciously provide time for the children to engage with divinity, divine thoughts. Whatever it is, devotional music, stories, reading books, this is what our present generation missed. This is what one generation before us missed. Gandhiji said this in 1921. That means even our earlier generation had already lost it. Mimicking the British, they all wanted to call themselves rationalists. At least let us not continue to make that mistake and allow our future generations to suffer, to feel helpless, to be left helpless. Harihi Om.
यज्ञानश्रेष्ठतमं कर्म